Alright, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Sanusi Vision Art and Life. My name is Adewale Bukki Jr. Please review us, rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. Today, we're going to continue on talking about this awesome universe, the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. We're going to focus on the assassins. But today, I've talked about all the villains on the assassin side. Sun Tzu, Artillery, Excursion, Kanji, Revo, Snipes, Yukon, the Coyotes, Seth. Well, now it's time to focus on the entire group, the assassins. That's right. And look, just to pay homage to it, I'm going to bust out the classic Karjakz Assassins poster. Yeah, this is back in the day, baby. Back in the day. This poster right here, the ones normally on the website are $50. I'm going to let you guess what you think this one's going to go for. It ain't going to be $50. You feel me? This is a classic right here. So the Karjakz was the assassins right here. And of course, the modern version of them right here. You know what I'm saying? So these are the assassins. But before we get into this episode, we want to thank our sponsors. This Sound Vision podcast is brought to you by Tigler. If you need executive services from plumbers to pediatricians and everything in between, search Tigler. Don't wait, search today. That's Tigler.com, y'all. Don't wait, search today, Tigler.com. This Tigler.com is operated and owned by Aditya Bukit, like I told y'all. One of the best CEOs out there in the galaxy. He's operating an amazing website designed specific for professionals. Professional, that's right. Nurses, doctors, contractors, lawyers, caregivers, landscapers, plumbers, carpenters. If in the professional realm you need to find someone who's the best at their job, you want to get on Tigler and find that professional. That's Tigler.com, y'all. Don't wait, search today. That's Tigler.com. And I stated before, if you're in the Virginia area, Great Falls specifically, or if you're in the Long Beach, California area or Los Angeles area, reach out to Tigler.com. Tigler.com, you can find the best professionals. That's Tigler.com, yo. That's Tigler.com. And this podcast is also brought to you by Anadel for the Knuckle. Don't live for foot pain like Anadel for the Knuckle. Make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. As I stated before, I always got these custom orthotics in every pair of batas that I wear. That's right. These are specifically designed for my feet. Y'all, I used to have plantar fasciitis, and many hurt like hell. But I went to go see Dr. Nero Nusode, the best foot specialist in the galaxy. You know what I'm saying? And he let me know that it wasn't surgery I needed. I just needed better tennis shoes. So I started wearing better sneakers, along with wearing these custom orthotics designed specifically to my feet. So I went over to the doctor's office. I went to Dr. Nero Nusode's office. He put my foot on this machine. He literally graphed my feet, how my planes on my feet and everything, and they came out with this custom insoles. And let me tell you, this old insoles is matched exactly to my feet. I have been pain-free for a long time. I'm talking 8+ years, y'all. So yo, AnadelCenter.com, and they're located in 2 locations, in the Frisco, Texas area and the Dallas, Texas area. And you want to keep up with them on their social medias. That's both Tigler and Anadel Center. Be sure to get you on there. They got Tigler is coming with the social media platforms that is going to include the Instagram, TikTok, the usuals, Facebook, of course, and of course YouTube. Everybody got to have a YouTube, and then of course Anadel's already got their YouTube channel up, Soul Inspiration. So you want to check that out. Weekly episodes, new ones every episode, interviewing all amazing individuals across the spectrums of medicine. Dr. Nusode himself is interviewing these people, so you want to check that out. Soul Inspiration. That's Soul Inspiration. And social media platforms include TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. So check them all out. That's the whole gambit, yo. So that's our sponsors right there. These bills have to be paid. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now let's get into this amazing episode about the assassins. These villains. You know what I'm saying? The assassins. What I'm finding out more and more about a lot of people as I'm growing exponentially on the YouTube platforms and all these various social media platforms, people love my villains, boy. They sure love my villains. So look, Karjakz on this arm, the assassins on this arm. Yeah, y'all never seen me wear this t-shirt right here. This is a long sleeve t-shirt, great for general wear, but it's also great for working out too. And as you can see, got the classic Karjakz Assassins emblem on the chest right there. Y'all see the EST right there? Yeah, that's right. Your boy had to do it with the actual logo right there. This is a sick ass t-shirt I made right here. So this is what we're doing. If you want one of these tees, available on SoundVision.com. Now, one thing that's been going on lately now with me is I'm going live a lot on YouTube. That's 2 times a week, sometimes 3, Wednesdays and Thursdays. So you want to make sure you check that out, because that thing is blowing up my YouTube channel. It's getting crazy on my YouTube channel. Are you kidding me? That's what's up. Now let's get into this amazing episode. This podcast about the assassins, these villains, the things that I'm going to focus on, the origins, their history, the abilities, comics, animation, movies, and of course, final thoughts. And it's going to be the whole gamut. Look, let's check out the assassins. Look at what we're looking at right here. You know what I'm saying? Digitally. Now, when I flip it, you can see the whole real beginning of the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. You can see how the assassins are right there on the left. To my right. I mean, yeah, to the left of me right there. Led by Lord Sanusi. You know what I mean? So, yo, the assassins. Now, what's critical about the assassins that, you know, just so y'all don't forget, I just have to bust it out again. Look at that. Classic right here when it first jumped off. Oh, I can't stop looking at this, man. Are you kidding me? This is when the dream started, man. Oh, my God. 2009, baby. Oh, my God. Now, look. When I first created these characters, and yes, I'm going to eat while I'm talking to y'all. The assassins. The things that I want to focus on. I've said before, just starting off with these origins, man. Now, the origins of the assassins, right? You got a team of individuals brought together by Lord Sanusi himself, the leader of the assassins. Yeah, that's right. Let me bust out Lord Sanusi. He's dead center. That's Lord Sanusi right there, overlord, commander of the assassins. You know what I'm saying? As he grew, he wanted to put together a team of individuals, special individuals, right? These individuals are, you know, these individuals, I'm going to read this about the assassins. The assassins are a group of villains who have joined forces with the sole purpose of world destruction and universal domination. You know that, but I had to say it because it's true what the assassins are trying to do. And unlike the Karjakz, the assassins, really, the Karjakz can't make a move unless the assassins make a move, right? And Lord Sanusi puts together this group of individuals. Artillery, Kanji Rivo's children, Snipes, Yukon, Excursion, the Coyotes, Android Assassins, of course his mystical tiger, Seth. Now he put together these individuals, not caring whether there was another group called the Karjakz putting them together their own thing, but he wanted a group of individuals, the best of the best. Artillery, his general, commander of the forces. Excursion, a hitman who can basically take all the orders from artillery and be a lieutenant, a colonel as it were, to give all the other orders. Rivo and Kanji as children, the best fighters probably in the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. And also too, he wants to groom them because he knows that those are his heir to his throne, to the assassin's throne. And then of course Snipes, I call her the purple hair bombshell. She's just fine as hell. And that's Snipes right there. You know what I'm saying? And she's take you out. And of course Yukon, the strong guy on the team. So he wanted muscle, intelligence, espionage, leadership, covert ops, which would be, so leadership was the artillery. Excursion was like a hitman. You know what I'm saying? Somebody to take people out. Kanji and Rivo were gallant stealth. You know what I'm saying? Then, of course, infiltration, Snipes. Then, of course, the strong guy, the team, Yukon. Then, of course, he wanted an array of soldiers that they could be sent in first, like the first infantry, which were the Coyotes. And, of course, his mystical tiger, Seth, who is actually literally his bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? So, when Sanusi puts together this group, and, of course, he himself, Sanusi, and he's not one of these overlords that doesn't like to get his hands dirty. Oh, no. Sanusi likes to get his hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all the first, as you can see, this is the first bio book right here. Karjakz Vs Assassins, the first bio book. Look at Sanusi right there. Dead center. That's Sanusi right there in the beginning. You know what I mean? Look at that. When I first jumped this journey off, this amazing journey that's come this far. Look, Sanusi himself, the overlord. And he's not one of these overlords that doesn't like to get his hands dirty. Oh, no. He's there with his soldiers, ready to go, ready to do the daggone thing. And when Sanusi puts together these assassins, he realizes that, okay, I have a special group of individuals. If I'm going to get where I need to go, it needs to be a team effort. So when he speaks in a more of a we approach. But in the end, everybody knows that he's the one who is in command. Any command, he is the command. You know what I'm saying? So when he puts together this amazing team, and this is one thing I'm learning about my villains. People love my villains. I can't tell how people are talking about on YouTube or TikTok like, yo, the villains are way cooler than the heroes. I'm over here like shaking my head in like disbelief. Like I really can't believe these people like that villains that many much. I don't think there's ever been a villain since the days of Darth Vader that people have actually said, okay, this villain's sick. I am telling you, when I go to comic expos, which I don't go to that much anymore because I don't really need them, people are like, yo, Sanusi's that dude. Even on YouTube, when I go live twice a week now, people are talking about, yo, your characters are sick as hell. They sick as hell. Talking about when the comic books coming out. So these villains, these assassins, they come together. They form this group. They know that their main goal is universal domination, to conquer the world, to conquer the galaxy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've never seen a group of, and what made my the assassins really unique is that they're human, but they have extraordinary abilities as well. You know what I'm saying? Their technology gives them extraordinary abilities, and I'm not going to tell you whether they're enhanced or not. That's for you to find out in the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book, which is coming out next year, yo. It's gonna be It's a game changer, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But that's the origins of the Assassins, led by Lord Sanusi, a group of individuals whose sole purpose is to destroy, have universal world domination and universal domination. They just don't want to conquer the world. They want to conquer the galaxy, the universe. And he can stretch his arms out like that, man. Sanusi, the encompassation of technology allows Sanusi to do these things. So, yo, that is the origins of the Assassins. Next up is the history of the Assassins. Now look, yes, it's a young universe. The Karjakz Vs Assassins universe is a young universe, but it's not really young because I've had it in my hand since 2009. I've been building this thing from jump. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'll give you more. I got to show you them again. Look at, oh my God, these Assassins off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Look at that thing. Look, Sun Tzu, Yukon, the Coyotes, Artillery, Revo, Kanji, Excursion, Snipes. Man, these characters are spitfire. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep this for myself now. And I can't even put this back in my poster book. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things that gave the history created a history for them is that because Sun Tzu started to piece them together as a group, he had to first go through these different states, different countries. Yeah, that's right, y'all. I'm eating on the show. And I don't care. You know what I'm saying? He puts them together. Now, once he gets them together, now they start to go on these crazy covert ops missions. Nobody knows who they are. All they know is there's a group of assassins going around the universe, the galaxy, the world, and just causing all kinds of chaos and all kinds of craziness is happening. Governments don't know what to do. Bad guys don't know what to do. Heroes, of course, the Karjakz know what to do, but they can't make a move unless the assassins make a move. You know what I'm saying? And so Sun Tzu's put together this team: Artillery, Excursion, Kanji, Revo, his children, Snipes, Yukon, the Coyotes, right? And of course, Mystical Tiger Seth. And they are just going around left and right, everywhere, just just causing chaos and mayhem, which is what Sun Tzu wanted. A distraction towards the ultimate goal, which I can't tell you because you're gonna figure it out. You're going to find out when the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book comes out. Now, what is important is Sun Tzu decides if we're going to be defeating this world, we got to come up with the various things that we need. Technology being the primary things. Resources, which he already has. Argon Tech, his own CEO company, his own company, technological company. Not only are they the supplier, one of the suppliers to the various military installations, governments in the world, but they're also the supplier to all the bad guys too. So I wasn't going to allow any stupid, stereotypical type of BS drug dealers and all that kind of nonsense. I wasn't having that. No. Sun Tzu was a technological buff. He used technology to make himself rich, and then used technology to take over the world. And he decides he's going to take his technology and build things. So guess what does he do? He gives each one of the characters artillery, armor, anything that they needed. Kanji, Revo, Snipes, all this. He built different segments of different types of suits, armor suits for each character, right? Not only that, he creates the Coyotes, a military force designed to go in front of the assassins like a first infantry. You know what I'm saying? Then, of course, he's gifted with the with Seth, which is the Egyptian mystical tiger, which was given to him. Well, he didn't give, but he took it from a guy who owed him money. And then he still let the guy know, you still owe me your debt. You're going to still pay it. But Sun Tzu was putting together a group of individuals who were going to come together to take over. Like the history of assassins, they go around causing chaos. Now they're causing mayhem across the planet, and people don't know what to do. And then comes the Karjakz, who become their counter. And you're going to figure out the ties that bind between various characters. I'm not going to say anything because that would ruin the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book. That would ruin the animation series that's coming forth. Because yes, I'm in school for animation. I'm learning even more animation. Even with the animation y'all know I know, now I know even more animation. You know what I'm saying? It's about improving self. And so the assassins are in a stage where they're building a coalition. And even though the assassins are the villains of villains, they have sub-lieutenants, subgroups under them. And the one rule that Sun Tzu had was you were not going to be dealing drugs. No, you are not. That's not going to happen. And any villain caught dealing such drugs was to be dealt with ooh, in a not very nice manner. Let me just tell you, put it that way. Put it to you that way. You know, I don't know if y'all remember Red Hood from Batman series. Well, Sun Tzu took it to another level. No, you will not deal drugs. We're not having that. Technology, weapons, okay, but drugs, not gonna happen. And so anybody caught, and yes, there were various subgroups that decided to go against Sun Tzu, and rest assured, they reaped the consequences of such actions. Trust me, it did not work out for them when they tried that nonsense. So the assassins start to build themselves up. They start to have a reputation worldwide, even universal wide. Various different galaxies start to be like, okay, these assassins are different. Various villains from other different corners. And I have more villains coming, y'all. But the assassins start to make a name for themselves. And now they're building a brand, if you want to call it a brand. Look, this is really trippy. But the assassins are right there. Sun Tzu, Excursion, Kanji, Yukon, Snipes, Revo, Artillery. All of them right there on the page. You know what I'm saying? You know, one of the things that makes a group great is the fact that each individual is strong on their own. But then when they come together, oh my God, it's game over. So the history of the assassins is really a group of individuals who are coming together to say, you know what, we all have traits, we all have ideas, but if we follow but under the leadership of Sun Tzu, we can take over the world, we can take over the galaxy, and that's exactly what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? The assassins got something for everybody, man. Yo, so that's the history of the assassins right there. Next up are abilities. Now, I've always been able to talk about the abilities of each assassin individually. But what's happening is that when you're talking about a group of individuals, because each one does a different thing, and I'm going to focus on the different things that each one does. Right? Look, let's start with now I have to go back to the you know what, y'all? Give me a second. I have to go back to my book so I can understand what to do, so I can maybe read y'all each person's deal. Look, each person has a certain set of skills, right? Let's begin with Lord Sun Tzu, and of course his Egyptian mystical tiger abilities. He has that armor. Of course, he has an array of weapons, which I'm not going to tell you. And then, of course, he's skilled in multiple different things. The shadow arts, master in Jet Kundo, a discipline created by the great Bruce Lee. Karate, Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, and Taekwondo. Oh yes, Sun Tzu's loaded. And then not to mention his array of weapons he's got. Cannon, discs, very different array of weapons. I'm not going to tell you all that right there. Y'all, it ain't none of y'all business. Y'all gonna know what's up when the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comes out. Not to mention the 4th version of the bio book. And that's not coming out till the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins coming out, because the characters now are version 6. Yes, that's right, you heard me. Version 6. It's sick as hell. So, you know, I'm giving you little snippets of each character. Now, next up, that's Sun Tzu right there. And of course, it's Egyptian mystical tiger Seth, who has powers himself. Growth, shadows, weight gain, different types of things, organic steel. You know, I'm not going to get into too many details because I don't want to give y'all too much, but when the first official Karjakz comic book comes out, you're going to know what's up. Now, next up is artillery. Artillery is the general of the assassins, right? She's also the fiance of Sun Tzu. And so she's trained in multiple different skills. You know what I'm saying? Her abilities include shadow arts, master in Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, Karate, also Navy SEAL and CIA combat training. Now remember, keep in mind, artillery was part of the CIA and the Navy SEALs. So she got military training, and then she brings it over to the assassins. And even though it's not as good as the assassins' military training, it is a part of something that makes her unique as who she is, as being the general. And then also too, and there are array of weapons, cannons, grenades, and things of this nature. I'm not going to tell you everything about her because I don't want to give it away, because you're going to see in the first official Karjakz comic book. So that's artillery right there. Next up for abilities is excursion, 3rd in command. You know what I'm saying? He's basically the lieutenant to artillery. Yeah, I got to eat more food, y'all. No. Yes, y'all are wondering, this is pasta. If y'all are wondering what I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? Look, excursion. He's the head of security at Argon Tech, which is not really a job. But his fighting skills include boxer, Muay Thai, Navy SEAL combat training. Remember, he was part of Navy SEAL before it got dishonorably discharged. So he got a lot of training from military, which made him the perfect field commander. You can look at excursion as a field commander because that's what he is. Artillery is the general. But excursion is the field commander. So once they get on the field, artillery is just falling back, and whatever order she's rallied, given to excursion, he basically executes it with the rest of the soldiers, the rest of the team. So he's got a cannon, he's got an array of different types of weapons, certain type of bombs and stuff like that. Because you have to remember, artillery excursion was trained in the military, so he has a lot of military tactical strategists to him. You know what I mean? So next up, that's another ability, tactical strategy. You know what I mean? Next up is Kanji, the daughter of Sun Tzu, the eldest of his children, the apparent heir to the throne of Sun Tzu. Some say she's the heir apparent to the throne of the assassins. You know what I mean? But she's trained in multiple things, and she can kick. You know what? Oh my lord! She's trained in the shadow arts. She's the master of Jet Kundo, karate, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, and Taekwondo. So everything her father knows, she knows. But Sun Tzu also knows his children, Kanji and Revo, are very elite fighters. Elite. Like elite. I'm talking, if there's a top 5 fighters in the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, they're going to be up in there. There's a lot of bad persons up in this Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, right? And of course, she's got an array of weapons. I can't tell you them. There's swords, a array of discs, stars, grapplers, and she's got this amazing motorcycle. But those are her abilities. Kanji's instinctual inner strength is not to be denied. She is a force to be reckoned with. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Now, next up is Revo, a younger brother, who might be the best fighter in the entire Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. You know what I'm saying? Rasputin might have something to say about that, but you know, Rasputin's a hero from the Karjakz side. Now, Revo is the younger brother of Kanji. And yes, he was trained by Kanji, but Kanji always knew that Revo's fighting skills were kind of like not normal. They were above elite. Like he might be the best fighter, like I said before, in the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. He might be. And he's trained, his fighting skills include the shadow arts, master in Jet Kundo, karate, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, and even Taekwondo, just like his sister. And just like his father, he wears an armor, a ninja-looking costume. Oh, Lord, I'm looking at the version 6 right now of Revo. Lord have mercy. All of them are Lord have mercy. You know what I'm saying? Yo, his weapons include swords, his suit that he wears, an array of nunchucks, different type of stars. I can't tell you everything because I would ruin the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book, and then of course the subsequent bio book that's gonna come afterwards. You know what I mean? But yo, these dudes, oh Lord have mercy, they are sick as hell. Revo's so sick. Just looking at it right now, I'm over there drooling, and I can't believe I'm the one who drew this, and I'm the one who's drooling over this. Next up is Snipes. That's right, you know, the beauty bombshell. She's sick with it. You know what I'm saying? Snipes is not to be trifled with. Some of her fighting abilities include shadow arts, which she was trained in, master in karate, taekwondo, and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. You gotta understand, before she came around to the assassins, she had already received training since she was a youngin'. You know what I'm saying? So adopted parents felt like the need to protect her, and so the only way to protect her was to give her the multiple disciplines of martial arts. And so they got into martial arts. So by the time she got to the assassins, she was not clueless. She was already halfway there, already to being super great. Then some of the weapons that she includes, she has different type of bows, types of array of gadgets that she uses. I can't tell y'all the name because every time I look at these, I'm like, I want to say something, but I don't really want to say something. So all I just end up doing is telling y'all an overall scheme of weapons. She's got a bow. That's all you need to know. That's all I'm going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So that's Snipes right there. She is, oh my Lord. Just look at, y'all should see her. She is the truth. And she's bad. Next up is Yukon, the strong guy on the team. Yes, Yukon, the one-eyed bandit. He's a bad dude. And his fighting skills also include wrestling, all forms, all styles. That includes Japanese style, what do you call that thing? Oh my God, when the big man, oh my God, boxer as well. But some of the you know what, y'all, I'm about to go Google on this thing. I gotta go Google on this thing. You know what I'm saying? I got to go Google. Check this out, y'all. Let's see. Sumo wrestling. That's it. Sumo. Yep. So Yukon's abilities also include sumo wrestling. That's right. That's why I told y'all all forms of wrestling. Like he can break people in half. His strength is literally unlimited. The biosuit amplifies his strength to a next level. Like it's a whole different type of level, man. And of course, his weapons include cables, gauntlets. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna tell you what type. That's all you need to know. You ain't never gonna figure out what it is, but he's sick as hell. Oh my god, Yukon. Then his costume has a traditional look to it, but it's still technological. Man, this dude's costume is spitfire. You know what I'm saying? Then next up are the Coyotes. Androids created by Lord Sanusi himself. Now their fighting skills include the shadow arts and adaptation technology, and they're able to adapt to any fighter that they're fighting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yo, I'm eating bread. So their fighting skills, the Coyotes, include shadow arts, adaptation tech. Their technology can literally, as they're fighting you, they're learning the different modes, which is crazy. Straight crazy. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about the abilities of each person, because now I gotta go to you gotta excuse me, y'all, and then the weapons include claws, which you can see, the suit that they're wearing, and then I'm not gonna tell you nothing else. But the Coyotes themselves are such an integral part of the Assassins. But like I said, they're like an infantry that Sanusi sends out, that he created for the Assassins, so that artillery, kanji, revo, excursion, snipes, Yukon don't have to always be on the field. The Coyotes can get a lot done, but it's even better when the Assassins themselves are there. As I stated before, artillery is the general, but excursion is the field commander. So whatever orders that artillery has to give force, you'll give it to excursion. Then excursion has to go execute it with the rest of the assassins right there. You know what I mean? So yo, the abilities of the assassins are off the chain. Let me tell you, it's no wonder why I have a lot of fans telling me that the assassins can mop the float to Karjakz. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really shocked anymore. You know what I'm saying? So look, because I'm always like, man, people are so in love with these assassins. What is up with that? And I'll be honest with y'all, when I created them, I really didn't know it was going to be this cool. But I'm so grateful that the universe has accepted them, and a lot of comic fans, animation fans are like, bro, I can't wait till you got your own animation series, man. You know what I mean? I was even talking to my therapist the other day. It's like, man, when you drop this animation series, boy, it's going to be off the chain. And so there's a belief that you have in yourself, you know what I'm saying, in doing this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the ability of Assassins. I'm super excited. Now, next. Now, next up are the comics. Now, the comics, just as how I add, of course, I got to point out all 3 bio books to you. When it all jumped off. Version 1, Version 2, Version 3, and of course the subsequent first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic that's coming out now. I talked about each character having their own bio book, but can you imagine a situation where you have the assassins having their own comic series? How they exist within the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, how they exist within themselves as individuals, and then as a whole assassin group. Now the whole assassin group, Sanusi, Seth, Artillery, excuse me, y'all, Excursion, Kanji, Revo, Snipes, Yukon, the Coyotes, from their origins to their history, to their abilities and how you've watched them grow. These are literally storylines within the whole comic spectrum of the Assassins. And this is how I'm going to tell the story, how far they came together, the origins, how they continue to wreak havoc upon the earth, how their training that they get. These are all part of the comic spectrum, the whole comic series. And so when I have each individual and you're able to understand how it is that they formulate and they work as a group, how Sanusi lets his fiancée Artillery run the show because she's the general. You don't take a CIA agent, Navy SEAL / CIA agent of that caliber and just be barking orders at her. No, you let her do her thing. Well, not to mention that she is his fiancée. She ain't taking any crap either. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't hurt. That doesn't help either. You know what I mean? But Sanusi knew that Artillery was the missing piece in order to have the assassins go in the direction they need to. So when they're coming up with these different schemes, these universal takeover modes, these different universal ideas that Sanusi wants to execute, he knows, like in the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book, even though I can't tell you nothing, there's scenes where Sanusi lets Artillery know the importance of what it is they need to do as a group. Look at my iPad trying to go to sleep. What they need to do as a group and how they need to execute what needs to be executed. You know what I mean? And so Artillery, being the general that she is, lets the rest of them, lets the rest of the team know what they got to do. And so the comics are going to be very integral about how the history is there, the origins of them, the history of them, how they got trained, how they all came together as a team, because that's all important right there. When you're doing subsequent comic books, a lot of people just like to do overall nonsense. Now, I'm not doing that. I want you to know how the Assassins came together. I want you to know how it is that Kenji and Revo came to join the team, how the Snipes came to join the team, Excursion came to join the team, Yukon came to join the team, Artillery, how Sun Tzu and Seth found each other, and how, well, you already know that because in the story that I told, and then also too, how it is that they became arch enemies of the Karjakz, who are their sworn enemies, because the Karjakz don't really, the Karjakz really can't do anything unless the assassins do something. It's like a what's the word I'm looking for here? Like a tug and pull. Once the assassins tug, now the Karjakz are trying to pull back, which ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So, and even this comic series, when it comes out, I can totally see fans losing their mind over it, because I've never seen a group of villains actually have their own comic series. I can't think of one. And I've read a bunch of comics. A bunch. I can't think of nothing in the Marvel Universe, except for Suicide Squad. But Suicide Squad is not technically villains. They're a bunch of criminals who brought together. Assassins are villains. I'm trying to think of villains that who have. There's nobody in DC Comics that I can think of. There's a group that's got villains comic books. Nobody. I mean, I can think of individuals. Joker had a comic book. You know what I'm saying? Deathstroke had a comic book, but nobody who's really a group that are super villains had a comic book. I don't know of any, man. So this comic series is going to be really interesting, because one of the things I think I'm going to love about it is the fact that I've never seen villains be so emphasized in a comic series. Focus solely on villains and how they defeat how they go around beating the heroes, which is wild. How they how Sun Tzu has a complete control over the underworld. And as I stated before, Sun Tzu don't allow no drug dealing. It ain't happening. You ain't gonna be peddling any kind of drugs. One of the things that I remember when I first started coming up with the idea of the comic books, a lot of people, especially ignorant people, would be like, "Oh, so what are they gonna? What kind of villains are these? What are they doing? Drugs?" I'm like, you're an idiot. Why would I do a comic book with drugs? And unfortunately, it wasn't even those from outside my community. It was from those from within my community. These idiots. I mean, just dumb stuff. Hearing a bunch of dumb ass people, not Nigerians, because Nigerians know I don't play that shit. It's a lot of African Americans will say dumb shit to me, like, "Oh, is he gonna be selling drugs? Why would he be selling drugs to get his money? How did he get his money?" I said, "You're an idiot. Why do you have to think so small and so stereotypical?" So these are the things that I knew when my comic book comes out I was gonna allow. That's why to be honest with you, I haven't allowed a lot of ignorant people around me as far as writers. I wasn't gonna allow their stereotype BS, because they'll settle for whatever the industry lets them do. I'll settle for what I want to do. You see the difference, y'all? So when the comic books come out, y'all, it's gonna be straight spitfire for the Assassins. Same thing applies to the Karjakz, because I've already talked about the Karjakz as a group too. So the comic book series is gonna be off the chain. I'm not trying to have no situation where it's just a stereotypical type of nonsense. I ain't going for that. I want people to recognize these villains, and which people are already doing. Man, I can't tell you how many times people on my YouTube channel just talking about how cool the villains are. Literally. Like I got an episode right now, episode 187, about Seth, and it's getting a whole lot of views. It was totally unexpected to actually see that. I was not expecting that many views, because let me tell you something about YouTube. It's a hard channel. It's a hard platform to get any recognition. But once you do, you get that good content going, people gonna find you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the Assassins and the comic books right there. Next. Next up is the animation series. One thing about the animation series is that I wanted animation series, the assassins within the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, and then the assassins by themselves. And of course, each character by themselves. But now we're talking about the whole assassins as a group in this episode. How cool is it going to be that everything that I did in the comic books, when I talked about the origins, the history, their abilities, how they came together, how they formulated as a team, all in an animation series, like subsequent let me say a set of runs of specials, maybe 3 episodes, maybe 3 specials, 1 hour 30-minute long. Oh my god, how sick is that gonna be? It'd be just like watching a Marvel's DVD, a Marvel special, or a DC Justice League special. I can't remember any X-Men specials because they never made one. I mean, yo, how sick would that be to have an animation series dedicated to just the assassins, just villains? As I stated before, I cannot think of any cartoon, any group of villains who have their own animation series. Not even from Justice League, Young Justice, the Lights. They ain't got no animated series. They're part of a series. You know what I'm saying? They're a part of a series. They're not an individual series. They're a part of a series. So I really feel like the Assassins are going to be something incredible that you've never seen. Something that people have never seen. The idea, the concept, the whole idea of a group of villains doing their own thing. Sanusi coming up with the schemes. Artillery executing the schemes. Excursion being the field commander. Kanji Revo being the operative, the gallant stealth team. Snipe being the infiltration. Yukon being the strong guy. Seth being the Egyptian military who's the guardian of Sanusi. Of course, the android coyotes who are the field infantry. You know what I'm saying? So the animation is really going to focus on like the assassins. I'm going to really delve into the origins of these characters, like the whole coming together, how they work as a unit. You know what makes them to be so unique as a group, how they operate together. Because a lot of people just like to talk about villains, but nobody really gives villains the shine they do. Everybody's all about hero. I think that's kind of corny. You need to show some love to some villains. You feel me? Villains are pretty cool too. You know what I mean? So animation sense. Speaking of animation, I got to show y'all this animation intro that I created. It's the first one that I created. I got to show it to y'all. So yo, here we go. Are you ready? Boom, get it. So look, I told y'all, it's a sicko animation. Look, it's the first thing I created when I was in school, when I was trying to create animation series. When I created it in class, my teacher really was like, he gave us a long semester project, and I had never done animation before. All I know is I wanted to do something with my characters, and that was the reason why I was taking the course. It was at Orange Coast College. Orange Coast College is one of the best community colleges out there, man. It really teaches you a lot. And so when I created the animation intro, I said, oh man, this thing is sick as hell, man. This is what's up. And that's what really inspired everything I'm doing now. This is why I have the confidence to say, hey, I can go do an animation series that's got all my characters. I can do an animation in series that's got only the Karjakz and only the assassins. Even right now, as we're speaking, I'm creating a new animation intro. It's gonna be so sick. So sick. It's already so sick right now. I'm working on it. And keep in mind, y'all, I'm back in animation school again. I'm getting taught the ways of animation. At school, I gotta tell you, there's a lot that I didn't know that I'm getting to know now. Techniques, program uses, stuff like that. And so it's made me, so you can imagine what I'm gonna do when I get my hands on the Karjakz or the assassins. And think that I'm speaking of the assassins, how cool is it gonna be when to see Sanusi in animation style? Like a lot of the animations that I grew up on, the things that really influenced me. Ronin Warriors, Gundam Wing, Technoman, X-Men, the animated series from 1990, Gargoyles, Avengers, Thundercats, Voltron, Mega Man, you know what I'm saying? So Justice League to a certain degree, because it was created by an amazing group of individuals. But yo, my animation for the assassins, oh my lord. And then one thing you're gonna love about it is how I bring them all together, focusing on each individual, focusing on the group, how they come together, their origins. Like even just creating the origin animation movies are gonna be so sick. And I'm calling them animated movies because that's what they're gonna be. When you're focusing on the group, you need to do animated movies so you can show how they got together. So you need more than just one movie. So lucky for me, I'm not gonna have my hands tied by a stupid ass company group. Don't matter what their name is, they're not gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing. I'm never gonna go work for Marvel or DC, Paramount Studios, or whoever you can think of. I'm not interested in none of that. I decide how this goes. You know what I'm saying? I decide how this goes. I'm not gonna allow them to mess up the show. Because if there's one thing that all these companies are good for, is messing up the show. They are a hot mess. So yo, the Assassins gonna have their own thing. They're gonna do their own thing. It's gonna be on and popping and crazy. Like seeing how Sanusi met artillery, how artillery relates to Revo and Kanji, how Excursion joins the fold, how Snipes joins the fold, how Yukon joins the fold, how Sanusi creates the Coyotes, and then of course you don't know about how he meets Seth. You know what I'm saying? So that's all going to be very amazing set of animation series. Oh my lord, I cannot wait. You know what I'm saying? So yo, that is the animation right there. Next up are the movies. Come on, man. You know I'm going to have a movie. Now, I've talked about each individual character, but how sick is that going to be? The movie within the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, but then you solely focus on the assassins. Like people playing Sanusi, somebody playing artillery, somebody playing Kanji, somebody playing Revo, somebody playing Excursion, Snipes, and Yukon. The Coyotes, which are going to be probably more, I want to say technology created. You know what I'm saying? And so my eyes over here trying to get heavy. We ain't having that, man. You know what I mean? Like having amazing actors, using the comics, the animation comics, the assassin animation comics, the assassins comics, the assassins animation to create a movie. Man, it's gonna be so sick. Like the scene, the future, the technology, the city skyline, having like creating sets, creating their armor, creating their vehicles. Oh my lord, I'm just drooling thinking about this. Like you really have to be self-intrinsically motivated to do what I'm doing, because when I started this idea, I don't think anybody thought it would come this far. You know what I'm saying? I knew how great of a thing I had created, but as I got better, the characters got better. Then I started to move past just wanting it to be an animation. I said, you know what, let me go back to comics. So now it's only it's only coincidence that I actually want to do movies. I never really thought about doing. I always just wanted an animation series. But now that I keep seeing all these amazing superhero movies that I've seen that growing up as a kid, I said, oh, I got to do something. And not to mention, when I drive Uber Lyft, when I sell a comic book, yeah, I be selling this when I'm driving Uber Lyft. People are like, you need to be in your own movie. You need to be like Stan Lee. You need to be the FedEx man. You need to be the UPS guy. You need to be the pizza delivery person. You need to be something up in your movie. You know what I'm saying? So that's what really started to inspire me, to make me say, you know what? I can really make this become. And not to mention, I read movie scripts. And then I learned how to write movie scripts. So that gives me total independence. Like, I'm not going to beg movie studios. Yes, you need their money, but you can circumvent around their money, man. As long as you can get good actors to do a great job, get a good crew, cast members. You need a good crew, cameraman, stunt coordinators, all these different integral parts that you need, cameraman, of special effects people, all these amazing things, you can find them, man. And there's a lot of talents out there that haven't been given the opportunity. And that's one of the things my therapist was talking to me, my last therapist. I said, man, when you get this thing big, I know that you're going to bring up a lot of people that haven't had the opportunity, which I am, because there's so many talented individuals out there. And when I'm putting together a movie like this, somebody's out there who's great with cameras. Somebody's out there who's great with special effects. Somebody's out there who's great as a stunt coordinator. You know what I'm saying? Costume designer. All these different positions that are going to be available for this Assassins universe as I create this animation movie. And then, of course, finding the different actors. Oh, my freaking computer wants to go to sleep. It wants to die. Can't do that. All these various different actors that can play it. You got different people like, and I've said this before, cats like Idris Elba. Oh my God. Kerry Washington. The lady that plays on the show with Forrest Whitaker. Ifeni. Oh my God. And then various shows that I've also watched. All these different actors that I'm trying to think about. That's people that could play Yukon. Somebody could play Snipes. Somebody could play, like, for example, Sun Tzu. I think about Omari Hardwick. Of course, my first choice probably be Idris Elba. The second choice would be Omari Hardwick. Even the great LL Cool J. And then artillery, Kerry Washington. Who am I? Kerry Washington is my first choice. Real talk. And then of course, Excursion. Method Man could play that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just coming up with rarely enough names right now off top. You know what I'm saying? Then of course, Kanji. She could be played by who am I thinking about here? Y'all seen Power? You could be played by what's the name? You Gotta Be Tall. I'm trying to think who could play Kanji. Oh my God. Shoot, Jaing Aiko, the rapper. I'm sure she can act. She could probably play it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a big fan of her. She can rap, man. Grivo. Grivo could be played by, who could play Grivo that would have dreads? Grivo could be played by, I'm trying to think. Maybe Michael Rain Jr., the guy from Power, or even I'm trying to think who else could play Grivo. Dude, that would be a serious audition. I mean, because Grivo is a fan favorite. You know what I'm saying? Who could play it? Man, I can't think of nobody right now. That's the only one that comes into my head. And then of course, you got Snipes. Who already said? Y'all remember the lady from that TV show, Godfather? Yeah, yep. Y'all give me a second. I'm trying to get y'all the name. Oh man, are you for real? Okay, yeah, there she is. Infinishi Adira. So she could play it too. She could play Snipes for damn sure. Then of course you got Yukon. Various actors. I'm gonna try my best to get a person from Hawaii, a Samoan actor. That would be amazing. Y'all ever seen that show? Y'all ever seen that show? What's this? What's this show? The Rock. It's called Oh my God! It's called Young Rock. That guy who plays the grown up Rock. I'm trying to see. Let me see. If you ever seen Marco Polo, let me see. Young Rock. Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna find this name. Young Rock. There's an actor's name. I'm trying to get the name, y'all. Y'all give me a moment. Okay. Yeah, Ulili Lutukufu. He could play Yukon. So I'm saying these are the different actors that I know for sure can do this doggone thing. You know what I mean? So yo, there's mad actors, and of course the Coyotes are just robotics. That's gonna be more technology, and of course Seth itself. That could be technology too. You know what I mean, yo? But I'm super excited about the possibilities of these movies. Man, it's gonna be off the chain. Oh Lord, it's gonna be so sick. So your movies, The Assassins, what? People gonna be lining up like it's gonna blow movie records. People are like, wait, the villains, they're gonna actually get their own movie? Yes, only them. How sick is that gonna be? Hollywood does a lot of corny stuff. Like even today at work, I had a coworker talking about my videos. How do I make them? None of your damn business. I'm not hiring you to do my videos because I do my own editing. So now you, because you see me growing big on YouTube, now you want to come do something for me? Now I don't need you. We good. You know what I mean? So yo, that's the movies right there, man. So you know. So you know what I mean? That's our episode for today. You know what I'm saying? The Assassins, the amazing Assassins right there. You know what I'm saying? They are doing that doggone thing. The Assassins, man, I focused on their origins, how Sanusi brought the whole team together. Artillery, Excursion, Kanji, Revo, Snipes, Yukon, the Coyotes, Seth, bring the whole team together. Their history, how they became known names within the sphere of the whole universe, the galaxy, how they were feared by the underworld and also the various heroes. And the Karjakz don't fear them, but they know they got work in hand. You know what I'm saying? Of course, their abilities, their armor, their technology, their science, their intelligence, the enhancements that maybe that have been done to them. You know what I'm saying? Then, of course, the whole comic series, how I tell the story of how the comics bring together their origins, their history, their abilities, how they came together as a team, how each individual realized that being one is not as good as being at all. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine villains thinking like this? Yo, how you gonna be the villains if they're thinking like this, man? It's crazy. Then of course the animation series, which ties into how the comics are created. So the idea of the comics, which is taken from the origins, the history, and the abilities, and all the other things that come together with that, form the animation. And then you have subsequent animated movies, which is what I want. You can have an animation series, but it might be even more powerful to have an animated set of movies, which I think is what's going to happen with me, because they exist within the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. And yes, I've already written 2 seasons of the Karjakz Vs Assassins animation series. Two. I know people. I ain't waiting on nobody, y'all. I'm about to go into the 3rd season. You feel me? Like, I'm not messing around. Like, I knew from jump once I started. I was like, I'm coming up the first 2 seasons. I just wrote that thing. I just straight wrote it and put it away. You know what I'm saying? And when I was doing that, creating that the animation series, the 2 seasons, the idea came from the Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book, the first one that's coming through next year. Man, that comic book really opened up a lot of floodgates for this entire Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. Its creation is the second center point of this whole universe. First, it was creating the characters. Then it was deciding that it was going to be an animation series. But then when I decided to go into comic books, once I got into version 5, that's when the characters really got sick. So yo, the Assassins are all that on a bag of chips, and I cannot wait to put them in an entire thing, movie, animation series, comics by themselves. You know what I mean? So yo, that's the deal for today, man. Thank y'all for listening. Before we get up out of here, as always, we got to talk about these amazing products. I got to show you the Assassins again. I can't help myself. I just can't help myself. I got to show them to y'all. Yeah, that's version 1 right there, y'all. And version 5. That's right. But I got to come back to version 1. Because without this, there would be no Assassins. All these other versions. So now look, let's recap on the stuff that we got. We got some new products that I got to show y'all. First of all, it's the phone cases. If you love phone cases, come on. Phone cases. You know what I'm saying? I went live with this on my YouTube channel and it went nuts. People got to ordering. It was nuts, man. Phone cases. We got them from all kinds of phones. iPhones, Samsung Galaxies, and Google Pixel. Now, we got the iPhones all the way from 10 all the way to 16. And then we also got them and then we also got the Samsung Galaxy, those from 20 all the way to Ultra 24. And even the new Z Fold and the whatchamacallit, the Galaxy Tab. You know what I'm saying? So all kinds of phone case sizes. Now the cool thing about my phone cases is that, look, check this out, y'all. These phones are different. This case is different from all the other cases. This one allows you to actually put your phone in this spot right here. But it also allows you to have credit cards. A lot of ladies like this phone case right here. Look, put in phone information documentation right here. A lot of ladies like this phone case because it's very user friendly. They can keep everything. It's like a wallet to them, basically. They just hold this like this in their hand. You know what I'm saying? So yo, phone case and a wallet, it's a 2-in-1 sale. And look, just to show y'all what's up, because y'all want to see how this phone case work, I'm gonna show it to you. I don't want to pretend like I don't know what's up, because you're gonna buy something, you want to see it working. So guess what? You're about to see it work. Check this out. Look, blank, right? So it's not magic. So you see me not cheating. Look at that. Phone case. You see that? Done. Done, and done some more. You see that? Yes, sir. You know what I mean? So, yo, that's phone cases right there. That's what we got going over there, man. Now, another thing I'm going to talk about. More products. Because I got to get into these products. We got a whole bunch of products, man. Glasses cases. I always forget about the glasses cases. Why? I do not know. But that's bad, y'all. It's real bad to be forgetting about some glasses cases. Look at this. Glasses cases. Yes, I'm going to put on my glasses. Then I'm going to take them back off. But look, check this out. How many glasses cases you know come with their own customized cleaning cloth? You see that? That's detail on detail. I don't play. Look at this glasses case right here. Sick with it. Let me do a 360 so y'all can see it real good. Look at that. I've had this thing for a minute. I don't drop this so many times, it's not even funny, man. And it's still not scratched. Scratch resistant, hard cased. It ain't gonna break. Look at this. This is so sick. I'm gonna let y'all see it real good. You see that? Yep, glasses cases, man. So yo, visit sunvision.com, get your order on, and get you a glasses cases, man. All these products I'm talking about, all available on sunvision.com. Let me take off these glasses right here. And then look, another cool product. Well, can't forget the water bottle. You always got to get a water bottle, y'all. You got to go get your water bottle. Check this out. Travel neck pillows, y'all. Travel neck pillows. I've had a bunch of shows, but it always seems like I always forget that I have travel neck pillows. Look, travel neck pillows, y'all. Now look how it starts. You got the classic on this side right here, right? Then you got the version 5 on this side right here of the Karjakz Vs Assassins or Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. And of course, you want to see how it fits on my neck. You know what I mean? Yo, these neck pillows, whenever I travel, I get mad respect, mad love. They're like, man, that is sick as hell. That's a lot of characters. I said, man, look, when you're a designer, you ain't trying to leave nothing out. So, yo, you can get in multiple characters too. Karjakz Vs Assassins Classic, version 5 of the Karjakz Vs Assassins, Cajun, Escalade, Glocks, Rasputin, Sincere, Shepherd, Diesel, Sphinx. You can even get it in the Assassins. Yes, the Assassins that we're talking about today. Lord Sun Tzu, Artillery, Excursion, Kanji, Revo, Snipes, Yukon, the Coyotes, Seth. All these different characters can go in there. Batman, Iron Man, you name it. Voltron, Mega Man, Turtles, Thundercats. It don't matter. You can get it on. You can get it on the. You can definitely get it on the travel neck pillow. Then another thing, because I got 2 more things to go, y'all. Travel suitcases. Man, I love me a travel suitcase. Look, I take this everywhere I go. Now the cool thing about travel suitcases, you can hold it by this handle right here. You can also hold it like this, by this handle right here. And then look, I'm gonna flip it. Let y'all see. You got the 3 wheels, 360 spin. And now I've got it available in 3 different sizes: small, medium, and large. Now this right here is a small. And now you're wondering like, damn, what the medium look like? Now look, let's check it out, man. We got to check out the inside of this thing right here. We got to check out the inside of this thing right here. Look. It's pretty doggone sick. Look at this, man. You got double strappers, double straps for clothing, for whatever you might want to put. For socks, look at the detail. I got 2 zippers right here. See? Check this out. See that? That's what's up right there. Then of course, you got the inside of it. Then you can flip it to this side. Check this out. Look at this. Man, we doing big things over here at Sanusi Vision, man. Always coming up with cool stuff. Look, check out you got space to put socks, underwear, your toiletries, all kinds of stuff, man. And look at the space on this side. This thing can hold a lot. I don't put map clothes up in here. So look, suitcases, you definitely want to get one on sunvision.com, and it comes in multiple characters too. Karjakz Vs Assassins, Blade, Iron Man, Batman, Wonder Woman, Voltron, Turtles, Mega Man, you name it, man, we definitely doing it, man. So you can go on to sunvision.com right now, just like all the people that follow me live on YouTube all the time that always go on there and go buy you a suitcase, man. Get your order on. Join the movement. You know what I'm saying? Because, yo, this galaxy of mine, Karjakz Vs Assassins, but not only that, all my products are growing exponentially. Now, guess what else is next? Bomber jackets. Yeah, that's right. Bomber jackets. Oh, yeah. Look at this. This is a platinum label bomber jacket right here. Let's check it out, man, in totality. I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to let y'all see it, man. I'm just going to let y'all see it. I'm going to let y'all see what's up. Y'all know what's up, huh? Look at this thing. Oh, my Lord have mercy. Look at this. Sick, man. Right arm, left arm, the front. You know what I'm saying? Then, of course, the back. This is a platinum bomber jacket right here, man. Are you kidding me? It's only for the people that are trying to look right and feel right and look awesome. And it's got, you can see it's got reflectors on it. So depending on the light action, depending on the light situation, it changes itself to look even more cooler. You know what I'm saying? That's the platinum bomber jacket right there. Now, last but not least. Oh, yeah. I had to bust it out. The Batas 3 line of sneakers. This is the newest toy in the game, baby. Whew. These are sick. You know what I'm saying? These are Batas 3s. These are the high top strapped ones. And they come in multiple different ways too. Now, if you want the one without the strap, you can get it. But now the cool thing about this is they got the strap. And I've done this a bunch of times on the various episodes since I got them. These are mine right here. I wear them to class once a week, man. I can't help myself. I got to. I cannot help myself. Look, let's do a 360 of this joker right here. Look at this thing. Look at this. This is sick as hell. Look at this. I'm not going to show you all the bottom. It's because it's gotten dirty. But look. Oh my God. Look at this. And yes, I put the QR code on there because I got tired of people asking me where my website was at. So I just put the QR code on the shoe. I didn't care. And it looks super cool. You know what I mean? So yo, this is the right foot of the Karjakz Vs Assassins high tops right here. The Batas 3. But you can get them in the low tops too. And in the low tops and the high tops without the strap. Kid sneakers. Sport 2 exercising tennis sneakers. And the sport queens as well. Now look, let's put it to the right foot. Cause I ain't gonna, all I gotta do is show it to you. Look at how sick this shoe is. You know what I mean? Look at the detail, man. And we got them in multiple colors too. Blue, black, gray, red, navy blue, purple, brown, yellow, green. Man, you name it, we got it, man. Look, let's check out the inside. I gotta let y'all see it. Cause I know you're probably curious, like, what's the inside look like? Super comfortable, that's what inside, yes. And I wrote a note to myself. I always do that. You know what I mean? So yo, these are the Batas 3. Look at the right foot right there. Look at the notes. You know what I mean? So this is the Batas 3 right here. Sneakers. Ready to be bought on SoundVision.com. So y'all pay a homage. Go pay a visit. You know what I'm saying? So you can join the movement, man. And be part of the awesome Batas footwear line of sneakers, man. So yo, that's the Batas 3 right there. The newest toys in the yard. So y'all, I want to thank you for listening. But forget about it here. Something I will focus on. Even if it's going to be just for a little bit. Mental health. Make sure you take care of yourself. And part of taking care of yourself is writing your own history. Getting the help you need. Don't go getting on this corporate style therapy, because I'm so sick of seeing stuff on YouTube. It's annoying. I ain't gonna call out no names, but let's just say I'm not with those people anymore. I started to realize the difference between real therapy and corporate therapy. Corporate therapy is just somebody trying to make you just a number on their docket and you're next. But real therapy, you can reach out to your therapist. You can speak to them. You can text them. They reach out to you immediately. They want to be contacted, but you don't want to know how you're doing. They really get personalized with you. Corporate therapy is just nonsense. They just like, you're just a number on the docket, man. And when you ain't got no sessions, they ain't got no words for you, which is unfortunate. You know what I mean? So look, if you're going to talk about taking your therapy seriously and getting yourself to the best version of yourself, get you a journal. This journal that I do is my journal. And look, this is day number, what's this? Day number 488. You know what I'm saying? Day number 488 is what I wrote into that as I record this podcast right here. Day number 488. I really put the emphasis on my mental health, right? Being there for myself. And this journal allows me to be there for myself because I explain everything that I go through daily. And I write it down, good or bad, or in between. You know what I mean? I always finish on a positive note. You know what I'm saying? So this is the front version of the journal. Karjakz Vs Assassins version 1 on this side. And they got version 5 on this side. But you can get it in any way you want. Whether it's one of my original characters, Cajun, Escalade, Glocks, Rasputin, Sincere, Shepherd, Diesel, Sphinx, or the Assassins, Lord Sun Tzu, Artillery, Excursion, Kanji, Revo, Snipes, Yukon, the Coyotes, even Seth. You can get him multiple guys, and Iron Man, Batman, Voltron, Turtles, Mega Man, Thundercats. Anything on my banner can go in this journal. So yo, mental health, keep your head up, keep your balance up so you can be mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually centered. That is very important because when you can do those 4 things, and I ain't talking about no religion, no. I'm talking about you just being centered with the universe, so you're spiritually connected to the universe so that you can be the best version of yourselves. We are sentient beings. Don't let anybody tell you that we're not sentient beings. We are sentient beings. I believe we really are the antennas to which we exist within this galaxy. And when we listen to ourselves, which is what we call our instincts, we are able to stay away from bad things and understand the universe and its work. So, yo, get your mental health up, get the help you need, and be the best version of yourself, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So look, that's our show for today. Before I go out here, I want to make sure I talk about this Karjakz Vs Assassins bio book. Now, this bio book is the lead intro to the first official Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book that's coming out next year. Now, this Bible is going to help you understand every single character in the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe, so that when the first Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book comes out next year, you know what's up. You got to know what's up. You know what I'm saying? And so look, I'm going to show you a little snippet because I'm trying to show you too much. The heroes right there, the Karjakz, and of course, the villains we've been talking about all day today. Them assassins, baby. You know what I'm saying? So look, you got to go get you this book, available on our website, soundvision.com. It's the first thing you'll see when you get into my website, when you scroll down to Weekly Superstars. It's always there, available to be bought. I sell them when I'm driving Uber. That's how cool and popular these books are. So y'all, those of you who may not know my name now, but you're about to know some names. You're about to know my name. That's what's about to be up. You know what I mean? So yo, get your bio book on soundvision.com. And look, if what you want is a, let me put this away. There's some people that actually want the old school version of them, maybe the version 1 or the version 2, and they're trying to figure out how can I go about getting this. Well, just order the version 5, which is what's on the website, and if you want the version 1, simply let me know and I'll mail you a copy of the version 2 or the version 1. So version 1, version 2, and version 3. But version 3 is what's on the website. So yo, go get your shop on, join the movement, be part of the Karjakz Vs Assassins movement, so you can know what's up. So yo, that's our show for today, man. Look, I want to thank y'all for listening. You know what I'm saying? This has been an amazing episode. But forget about that. We got to thank these sponsors, pay these bills, because I almost forgot to pay the bills. This Sound Vision podcast is brought to you by Tigler. If you need executive services from plumbers to pediatricians and everything between, search Tigler. Don't wait. Search today. That's Tigler.com. Don't wait. Search today. And remember, they're in 2 locations, Long Beach, California, and Great Falls, Virginia. Don't forget that. And also, too, this podcast is brought to you by Anadel for the Naco. Don't live with foot pain. Let Anadel for the Naco make your feet happy again. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnadelCenter.com for details, y'all. Like I stated before, they're in 2 locations, in the Dallas, Texas area and the Frisco, Texas area. And before I also forget, because I've talked about footwear, but I forgot to always mention it. Now, Batas, yes, this name, this logo is the official sneaker of Anadel for the Naco. This company right here. So this company right here, Anadel, my sneaker, Batas line, is the official sneaker of this company. And they are big in Texas. So yo, your boy done came up. I done did a lot of big things now. You got to, don't be hating on her, brother. I done came up. So yo, Batas footwear is the official sneaker for Anadel Center. You know what I'm saying? So look, like I say, man, you know, these bills, when you work hard, you come up, man. And that's what's been happening to me. The blessings of the universe are rewarding my hard work. You know what I mean? So yo, I want to thank y'all for listening. This podcast is produced, written, and directed by yours truly, Adewale Booker Jr. Please check out our website at soundvision.com for all the cool stuff we got. Phone cases, you know what I'm saying? Phone cases, you know what I'm saying? Shoot. Bio books, you never know who doesn't like a comic book, a bio book. Posters, of course, you know what I'm saying? All this cool stuff. And of course, glasses cases, t-shirts, beanies, you know what I'm saying? Water bottles. That's right. All kinds of cool stuff on Sound Vision. You know what I mean? You got to get on there and get your shop on. We are the coolest of the coolest. Shoot, beanies. You know what I mean? And please subscribe to our podcast on our YouTube channel, because new episodes air every Monday. You know what I'm saying? You got new episodes airing every Monday. Awesome episodes. The podcast is growing exponentially. Episode number 187 is currently up right now, man. I'm so proud of the achievement of even getting that far. It's because I wanted to get that far. And the thing about switching from my podcast to YouTube has been a great blessing. I left Apple, I left Spotify, I left all these excuse me, y'all. I left all these platforms where I felt like they wasn't seeing me. They were just hearing me. But nowadays, when you live in an era where people want to see you and hear you, if you ain't giving them both, man, you ain't really giving them nothing, man. So don't play yourself. Get your YouTube channel up. Get your podcast. I got my podcast on my YouTube channel. A lot of people that I started my podcast with have quit a long time ago. I'm on episode number 187. Some of them didn't even get to episode 10 and they called it a wrap. Because people are more concerned with how many views or listens they got versus the content of what they were creating. I was more concerned with the content of what I was creating. That's why my podcast has went this far and went this long, and it's going to continue to grow exponentially, y'all. So y'all, please check that out. Make it available. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Sound Vision so that you can get notifications on new episodes or new videos or promo videos or anything that I'm doing. Even when I go live, and I go live a lot now, twice a week, every Wednesday and Thursday. You know what I'm saying? So check that out, man. And look, please also check out my social media platforms at YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, X, and Instagram. Now you have to understand, I get tired of artists whining about social media. This is our equalizer. This is what allows us to equalize with all these big companies. You grow yourself big, they'll have to come to you. And then when they do come to you, it can be on your terms, not their terms, their terms. Because as long as you're going to them, these big companies are going to have their heads up there, you know what. We ain't trying to have that. I know I ain't trying to have that, so I don't play that. So I maintain my independence. And look, as far as independence, YouTube is the best independent thing to use. Facebook is just good for reels. TikTok, I don't know. TikTok is great. I got a lot of followings on there, but they get on my nerves with what they do. They literally shadow ban their own users. How you shadow ban your own users? That's same thing Instagram does. They're just a bunch of dinosaurs, man. You know what I mean? I can't mess with that. And then Twitter, I feel like it's a gospel channel, but it has its uses. Instagram is just the lowest of the totem pole of all of them. I still have a Instagram, but I'm not really big much on Instagram. I really think it's a forgotten platform. The big dog now is just YouTube. If you got a YouTube, a whole lot of game about to change, a lot about to change in your life. You know what I'm saying? So get your YouTube on, and please don't forget to review us, rate us, give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. Look, man, I tell these people all the time. I keep on saying this at the end of the episode. Believe in yourself. Have a dream for yourself. Don't let no one tell you what you can and can't accomplish. That includes family members. That includes your friends. Ain't going to tell you what if they're not your friend. I'm gonna put it to you like that. They're not your friend if they tell you can't achieve something. You need to get them up out of your house, up out of your life with the quicks. You know what I'm saying? You got to believe in yourself so they can get where you need to go, right? Because knowledge of self is the most important thing. Knowledge is the most important thing. So a lot, you know, I'm gonna read this quote to y'all so y'all can understand what I'm talking about, and then I'm gonna come back to this thing and we're gonna finish this thing right here. It's really important that I say it. Let me read this quote to y'all right here. Knowledge is more important than money and is key to life and success. Be determined, not desperate. I'm gonna say that again. Knowledge is more important than money and is key to life and success. Be determined, not desperate. You got to let these companies know, I don't need you. You will not dictate the terms of my life. Because that's what happens when you see all these people married to these corporations. They just become entrenched and enslaved to them, man. I ain't trying to do that. Now, I always knew those. I guess you want to call it my spider sense. But really, truly, and unfactually, it's always my instincts. There's always thought that the industry, entertainment, music, art is all bull jive. They really just try to own you as an entity, as an individual, and they take away your individualism. You're not doing that to me. It ain't happening. I don't need none of you scumbag companies. I can do it on my own. I'm good without you, and I'll keep on being I'll keep on being better without you. So, yo, please, man, stay to your dream and believe in yourself always, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So please, don't forget to review us, rate us, give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. And as always, y'all, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a great week. Stay safe, y'all. Peace. Check this cool cartoon intro out. All right, you can see the rest of it on my YouTube channel, and you can also check it out on my website at sanusi.shop.com. Stay safe, y'all. Peace.